This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's my pleasure to be here helping you with playing the guitar. In this video, I'm going to go over triplets. We'll understand what those are rhythmically, and we'll also take a look at how we pluck through them when we're playing melodies, when we're playing scales. Of course, we are going to play some exercises together, working on the plucking direction. We'll play some scales together, working on getting that triplet technique down, and we'll play some melodies that have some triplets included. So it's going to be great. Of course, as we're playing those scales and exercises, we'll have drum accompaniment, and then as we're playing those melodies, we will have bass, drums, guitar accompaniment. So it's just like jamming with the band, so it's going to be super fun. This video accompanies lesson 15 from my note reading books 1 and 2 method book. In the book, we're starting on page 95. You'll see there on page 95 some explanation about triplets. Basically what happens with a triplet is we're inserting 3 notes in the place of where we would normally have 2 notes. So I'm going to point to the example up here on the board. It's a little different than what you have there on page 95. The one on page 95 is a little bit more extensive, but I'll use this one as I'm talking. So in 4/4 time here, we know that in 4/4 time the quarter note is the beat. The quarter note is subdivided by 2 eighth notes, but here we have a triplet, an eighth note triplet. That means we've got 3 eighth notes. They're beamed together, and we see the number 3 there, telling us that we're going to have those 3 notes happening in place of where we would normally have 2. And then we know that we normally have quarter note as the beat. The quarter note is the beat, and 2 quarter notes make a half note. But here on beats 3 and 4, instead of having 2 quarter notes or the length of a half note, we have 3 quarter notes and then the little 3 with the little arc there telling us that these are together as a quarter note triplet. So just to get an idea how it feels with these, if we had our beat being 1, 2, 3, 4, if we had quarter note triplets, instead of having 1, 2, we're going to have 1 and in that place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and just like that. Now that's giving a whole measure to it. So you'll see there with the example on page 95 that you've got a spot where you've even got 2 half notes back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and with those quarter note triplets. So that's how that works. Now with the eighth note triplets, if we had it going at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and if we were going to insert the triplet, we'd have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so we insert those values in place of where there would normally be 2. Now sticking 3 in there. So they get a little bit shorter, we get a little bit more in there. You'll see with the counting example that you can use 1 and for triplets. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and is the example that you have there. With plucking, we have a couple different options. The first option that you'll see there on page 95 is that we just continue to pluck in an alternating fashion between the triplet. So if I had one measure of eighth note triplets continuously, I could have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Sometimes when we're playing melodies, that's really valuable. Now another way is to do the triplet as a simple down, up, down, and then start over again with down, up, down for every triplet you have. So the other example there goes down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. The advantage to that one is we can really hear that triplet feel, kind of helps us keep track of it. So it's great to practice both because in a musical context sometimes one works a little bit better than the other. And of course the best place to get started with practicing them is with the scales. We've learned previously the C major scale in first position and the A minor scale in first position. We did it clear back in lesson 8 from the book. And so we're familiar with that. With the C major, we start on C. We play all the way up to G, going in scale order with all the natural notes. We come back to C, we go down to the low E, and we come back to C. Now we've done it before with 4 plucks per note, 2 plucks per note, and 1 pluck per note. So now we could practice it with 3 plucks per note using both of these plucking options. So you'd have like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and so on, or down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. and it's good to practice with both. So we're going to go ahead and play right now with the drums, number 1 and number 2, the C major scale and then the A minor scale. The A minor scale has the same notes as C major, it's the relative minor, but it starts on that A pitch, goes up to the G, comes back to the A, goes down to the E, and comes back to the A. So that's how we get all those notes. And we can practice these. While I'm playing along with the video, I'm not going to do both plucking options. I'm just going to do the first plucking option. But it's a good idea for you to practice it in both ways. I have practiced it and played it in both ways. It does make our playing technique that much easier. But in the video, I'm just going to provide the scales one time for you to jam along with. So we'll do each one of these at first at a slower tempo and then a faster tempo. So both of them are going to happen at 2 different tempos. Then we have that fun melody, Hey Sweet Joy of Man's Desiring, which uses lots of triplets, gives us some practice there. Then we have some exercises where we can practice some getting just a feel for these triplet rhythms, half note triplets, quarter note triplets, and the eighth note triplets, and just to try out some different plucking options with those. Then we've got a couple melodies. It's going to be super fun playing those melodies, of course, and you can just naturally pluck through those however works best for you. Of course, all the exercises and those songs are all going to happen at 2 different tempos as well. First a slower tempo and then a faster tempo. So we're just going to go ahead here with the rest of the video and go through. I'm going to play through all of those materials with the band accompaniment, and you can jam right along with me on each one of them. You can skip to the ones you want to work on and just use it however best works for you. But they will each happen at 2 different tempos. First the slower tempo and the faster tempo, then the faster tempo, and we will go through each one just in order there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and play these. All right, great. In the next video, we're going to take a look at 6/8 time. Still working on some of the materials from lesson 15 with the note reading book. 6/8 time incorporates triplets. It's just they're actually naturally built into 6/8 time. So we're going to learn about that in the next video. It's going to be fun. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.